Hello guys, this is Anna with you. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to learn how to make this dress. I made this dress a couple of days ago. It looks amazing. It took me about a couple of days to make it. I absolutely love it, so I would like to tell you a little bit about the process of creating this dress. Along the way I will include some videos of the process creation, so I hope you will like it. I've got a list here of some points to talk you through so I don't forget things myself. So the fabric I recommend to choose for this type of dress, it should be really light so it can gather easily, especially with elastic thread. If you choose, for example, let's say triple crepe fabric, it's not going to get gathered and it will be very disappointed. So please choose something like chiffon, silk, cotton, muslin cotton. For example, this is semi-sheer chiffon fabric. And before I get to the process of making, I will tell you what kind of materials you will need in order to create this dress. First, you will need a sewing machine, of course. You can use domestic or industrial like I do. I love my industrial Juki sewing machine. Also, you will need a gathering foot. For me, I found it very important because it does take lots of time to gather everything by hand. If you don't have a gathering foot, you could do it by hand, but they do make gathering feet for domestic sewing machines and industrial, and trust me, it was such a time saver for me. You will also need elastic thread, and I used 2 bobbins for it. Elastic thread is very important for this type of elastic smocking technique, which is my favorite, by the way. I will include an actual video on how I roll elastic thread on the bobbin. When you do this, you actually have to stretch this elastic thread really hard, because if you just roll elastic thread on a bobbin in relaxed way, you will not have these gathers. Okay, I hope I explained myself clearly right now. Okay, so before I get on to actual process of creating these smoking stretchy gathers, I'll just show you close up how it looks like. Close up, and this is how it looks from the other side here. And before I attached all the gathers, I did overlock them with roller hem, of course, on the edge, on each side. Hello, Sparkle. As I already mentioned earlier, you will have to thread the bobbin that goes into bobbin case in the sewing machine, which is usually responsible for the lower thread. So start at the upper part of the top, allow about 1.5 centimeter allowance. However, second stitch make within 1 centimeter allowance from the first, and so on. Altogether, you will need to rethread bottom bobbin 4 times with elastic thread. So make sure you've got plenty of it. Also, really useful thing is to know how to do a roller hem. The roller hem on this dress that I use is the one that I do on an overlocker, and I love it because it saves so much time. It's amazing. If you don't have an overlocker, I know you can buy specific foot for your domestic machine. I know they have them, and then again it will save you so much time. But of course, if you can't get hold of any gathering feet, you can always do just, turn it around, but it will take much longer. I used about 5 meters of this fabric, but only because this fabric is semi-sheer, so I created double layer. And underneath there is another layer. Yeah, it covers two purposes. It's not see-through anymore, and it's really puffy. Yeah, it gives the skirt this beautiful volume, which does not require any specific underskirt or anything like that. Yeah, so the top is also double layered. That's why I used so much fabric. If your fabric, let's say double muslin cotton or any other type of cotton not see-through, use twice as less fabric. Yeah, just remember, for gathers you will need lots of fabric. Look, yeah, if I look at this one, this particular dress comes without any patterns. That's what I love about it. Right, so this dress comes in 3 parts, like part 1, part 2 middle part, and the bottom part, part 3. Yeah, let's talk about the top. I'll start with my case when my fabric is double layered, so it will be easier for me. Yeah. So what I did, I cut out fabric which is 150 centimeters width and 62 centimeters length. Folded, so it came up 75 centimeters in diameter and 62 centimeters long. Then I joined one part together. It's not 65 centimeters yet tall, it's half of it because it's been folded. Yeah, so it's been folded this way and it's been folded this way. Okay, the diameter of this particular top, it's 75 centimeters from here to here, but the circumference is 150 centimeters. I hope you know what it is, because I myself had to learn this word today. If your fabric is just one layer, it's not see-through, you still have to cut out 150 centimeters width, kind of, or length, whatever you call it, but down it should go to 32.5 centimeters, yeah, which is half of 65. So the reason I cut that out, this 65 centimeters long, because I doubled. So what is the best way to measure how much fabric do you need here in the first part? Yeah, if your bust is 100 centimeters like mine, for example, just add extra 50 centimeters. That's it. And when you gather, it will go down this way. It will go down to your size. If your bust, let's say 90 centimeters, add 50, and then you will have 140 centimeters circumference, yeah, which makes diameter of 70 centimeters, and so on. Basically, this top would fit anybody from size 8 to size, I don't know, 14, 16. Now moving on to the middle part of the dress is this beautiful panel here, which has been gathered, and it's very easy to kind of work out how much to cut. Yeah, if my top was 150 centimeters around altogether, this means that I cut exactly twice as more in this panel, 3 meters, because when I use gathering book foot, it will gather fabric into twice as less, yeah, in order to match this part of the dress. You see what I'm trying to tell you? Gathering foot will always gather twice as much.
So here I'm showing you how I attach the gathered middle layer to upper part of the dress. In fact, I created 2 middle parts. One will be attached to the inside part of the top and second to the outside.
And the same with the lower part of the dress. If this was 3 meters long, this was 6 meters long, okay? Because again, while I run it through gathering food, it will gather twice as less. Yes. Then this panel is about 25 centimeters, I don't know, length, tallness, whatever. And then this panel is about 30 centimeters as well. Yeah, measurement in here. So 25 centimeters, 30 centimeters, 32.5. Very easy peasy. Yeah.
Next, I would like to show you the close-up of creating of gathers, how they look when they come out from the underneath of gathering food. Please don't mix, you don't need elastic thread for this technique, it's only needed for the top of the dress for elastic gathering effect. Also, if you notice, the edges of panels are already threaded with an overlocker in rolled hem technique. I spoke about this technique earlier. Basically, I rolled hem all sides of the panels before I gathered and joined them together.
Do I need to tell? Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you the story about this damn fabric. Oh my god, guys, that's crazy. I mean, first of all, it's amazing fabric. It's amazing quality, like the way it flows, you know. It doesn't feel cheap, that's the thing. So, yeah, I purchased it at Art and Craft charity shop in Thurrock a few months ago. I got a membership which I pay, which is about £6 a year, and I can come there once a month, like get as much fabric or craft supplies as I want into big, into huge sack, and that will cost me about like £5 or something like that. So this fabric costed me almost nothing. So after I made this dress and I put my pictures on Instagram, and by the way, please subscribe to my Instagram. It's Anya Andre Designs. I put way more pictures there, much more frequently than I post videos on YouTube. So after I put some photos on Instagram of this dress, me posing in them, somebody contacted me and asked me if I could do the same dress for them. So I was like, okay, I guess I have to go and search for similar fabric. What I didn't realize how difficult to find exactly the same fabric. There were known. What I've learned, that this type of little dot is called Swiss dot, yeah? And the only fabric that I found, and I looked everywhere, Pinterest, eBay, Amazon, oh my god, everywhere. Like I've spent hours looking for this fabric, I just could not find it. And the only fabric I found, that there was one person selling on eBay 1 meter of this fabric. I will include here. Actually, it was less than a meter for $117. And when I saw it, my jaw literally dropped. I was like, seriously? You want to say that I've spent 5 meters of 1920 vintage, that's what they claimed, yeah, fabric on this dress? This means I will never, first of all, I will never find this fabric again, and secondly, I will never sell this dress because I want to keep it myself. I just got lucky. This fabric was absolutely non-used, as you can see. It was non-used, and I actually got lots of good quality, amazing fabric from that charity. So yeah, this is my little tip for you guys. If you live in England, especially in London, do take a drive to Thurrock, to this charity. They amazing. On this note, I stop my video. I hope you enjoyed it. All the love to you. Bye bye.